Hey lovers, happy Chinese New Year for those of you who celebrate it. So I was pulling some cards for myself actually, and the messages were so beautiful and profound that I wanted to share them with you. So this is a twin flame spread. And I actually pulled these top three cards. I pulled these top three cards last night. And we have the masculine energy on the left, and we have the feminine energy in the middle, and then we have the relationship on the end here. So as I look into the cards here of the divine masculine, and the divine masculine may be female or male, I see that the divine masculine has allowed himself to feel his emotions. He's no longer running from them. He's actually standing in his emotions, and he is ready to understand himself on a deeper level. He has his armor on, but he's no longer afraid. And you know, the moon in this image and the water, it represents emotions. Now, one of his, if we look at these cards, wow, like if there's a divine feminine at the top of the stairs offering him love. But because of his fear of inadequacy, and perhaps his fear of disappointing her or letting her down, or his fear of rejection, he is looking away. And this could be a part of the reason that you went into separation. So he's working to, he's aware of, the masculine is aware of this fear of inadequacy. The masculine is aware that he has suppressed emotions and things that he needs to sort through, and he's working on releasing them. Okay? He is doing the work, he or she, okay? Now I pulled some more cards from another deck, and we got another releasing card, right? So he's being guided and supported by the angelic realm to also work on releasing whatever he needs to release so that he can step into higher values, and he can come and meet the feminine where she's at. Now, if we look at the feminine is working on self-love. The feminine is also working on her wounds and her limiting beliefs and all of the things that she feels, whether she feels she's not special, she's not chosen. But as you can see, the umbrella is colourful, and it's leaving this heaviness, this darkness down here. So she's conquering the gaps in her self-love. And the feminine here, as we have a look at this here, the feminine has possibly suppresses her emotions with food, possibly uses alcohol or substance to suppress her emotions, to sabotage her own growth and her own power in this way. And I feel as though right now the divine feminine is showing herself more compassion than ever before. And she's beginning to conquer whatever this problem is here, whatever these gaps in her self-love have been. She's actually beginning to work through that so that she can actually meet the divine masculine when he decides to join her. And what we see here is, as the divine feminine heals these final parts, with the gaps in her self-love, she's actually opening her heart up. See how she's her arms are back, her head is up, her chest is exposed, her heart is, she's opening her heart back up to the divine, to source. She's quite focused on herself at this stage, as is the divine masculine. And she's beginning to receive abundance, and she understands that it's in doing that, in opening her heart, that she's going to be able to manifest all that her heart desires. And as we look at the relationship, the union, we see here that this connection is very unfamiliar, it's very unique, that both twin flames, their hearts match. And this card is all about standing in front of your twin flame and opening your heart to them. And that is why it is so hard to release your twin flame, to forget about the time you shared together, because the love that you share is so unfamiliar. Your heart code matches their heart code. They cannot be replaced. You cannot be replaced. And this is a really beautiful card. This is the falling in love card. And what I see here is that there is a beautiful opportunity for union, and there is an opportunity if both flames release and accept and heal through these gaps in their self-love, that there's this really beautiful opportunity to come together. There's a beautiful opportunity to experience this unfamiliar love that cannot be found very often in this lifetime. And what I see and what I feel is this coming together, this union, is that there's going to be a lot more acceptance of self and each other. The mental turmoil, if any that was once there, is gone. And there's going to be this opportunity to experience this coming together in a completely different way. In a really, really beautiful way. And the final card here is the angel of the animal realm. And what I feel when I look at this card, there's so many things. I mean, you know, there's loyalty, there's wisdom, there's surrender, there's freedom. I see the journey of coming together as an experience like no other. You know, like how they talk about power couples, like that, like an opening up of a new level of consciousness that you do together this time, of very much leaning into the mirror rather than separation, leaning into the mirror and coming together in such a way where the opportunities, the experiences are almost unimaginable, right? So what I want to do is I want to get a couple of affirmation cards just to finish off this reading. Whoop. My soul is healing. And take this as a message from your twin flame. Take these cards if you wish, these affirmation cards, take them as messages from your flame. And if you didn't see the reading that I did yesterday, that I uploaded yesterday, go and check it out. It's a really beautiful reading. There's really a lot of love in this reading. Whenever you open your heart and you drop into your heart and you remember your flame and you feel that deep, deep love for them, they can feel that. My time is precious. So I feel this sense of them realizing and understanding what this connection truly is right now. I feel as though they have a deeper awareness of what the connection that you two share is all about. And perhaps you're the more evolved or more conscious one of the flames, but I feel as though they're catching up, okay? I express my thoughts. So I feel like that whoever is going to initiate contact will come in and express their thoughts and their feelings to you. And you know, when we say there's a union, sometimes the union is coming back as a friendship or something else. But I feel with the falling in love card that they either are or beginning to, and you either are or you're also beginning to fall in love with them or with yourself even. I surrender to the present moment. So with mental turmoil, and this is what I'm getting, with mental turmoil, you think about the future and how you are going to potentially show up or not be able to show up, and that can bring about a lot of anxiety and mental turmoil because you're conflicted with your heart, like your mind and your heart are fighting. Or you think about the past and the things that you've done. And I think what's happening with both of you doing the internal work on yourselves, it's helping you realign to the present moment. Sometimes when we go into separation, it's because we're not on the same vibration anymore. And we need to change a few things to be able to come back on the same vibration. And I feel like that's what's happening here. So let's just pull one more card. I'm just going to pull a card from this Whispers of Love deck here. Just get a final card here. Just to seal this really cute little reading off. Okay. Wow. Consider your foundation. Look at how committed you are to love. So this is really important for you to think about. How committed are you to falling in love? How committed are you to growing and expanding and evolving? Because when you do come into union with your twin flame, that there is this opportunity to, it's inevitable, you really have no choice, the growth will be there, and it's often through relationships that we heal our trauma, okay? It's through relationships that we get triggered, our old wounds get triggered and come to the surface so we can expand and grow and evolve. And so really spend some time considering, if I begin to think about this, if I begin to think about commitment, what shows up for me? Is there fear showing up here? What is it that I need to work on so that when my flame does come back, that I'm not wanting to run, I'm wanting to actually lean into the mirror that they are. So guys, I hope that this reading has helped you in some way. I'm sending you lots of love. And if you are interested in a private reading, you can check it out in the description. There's a link to book in. Bye.